he's just
36. They'll give it. They go back to the air or to the ground.
He'll execute.
Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to take this one back to the
thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football up. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
Put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Lance Dunbar, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend that.
Scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT. Larry Donnell the target, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, here's Manning. Over the middle here to Donnell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Manning to throw on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Manning. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. That's going to go as a...
It was unsuccessful to start the second half. I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
They'll run again with Marine. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line, that room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack. And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football, because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. He probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, we're going to give us more defense, shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
A give left, McFadden. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. State.